Oh, that's better. Yeah. No, it is brainwashing, right? Because you think you're doing something wrong at all.
I don't know if it's brainwashing, but the person wants.
A real coach has a succession plan, right? Like Jeff's a real coach. He says, look, you guys are going to come here for 14 weeks. We're going to give you all the tools and everything, and then you got to go. Then you got to implement it. Not you got to come for the rest of my life.
You're on your own, son.
Are you trying to do the real locker room talk thing?
This is real time with real locker.
Locker. Real talk. It's a beautiful little medley.
It's a beautiful medley.
Absolutely. But you know what? If I want a life coach, Mitch.
Yeah.
Right? If I'm going to say, fine, let's do it. That life coach better be rolling up in a Ferrari, a Mercedes. If he's my business coach, he's got to be a gazillionaire. Like I want the real. I want the real deal, not someone that says, "I don't know what I got to do with my life." You know what? I'm going to get into coaching. Charge $400 an hour for what?
I got you, but you know what? People need that motivation, man. People need that extra oomph.
I agree. I think the extra oomph is good. I think coaches are good. I'm just saying there's a lot of terrible coaches out there that A, don't practice what they preach, and B, it's so much that it's counterproductive. It just makes you feel like you can't get off the teat, man.
I get you. I hear you.
know?
That's a good way. But they were off the teat. Now they're back on the teat.
Well, yeah. I mean, as a grown-up, you can't stay on. Well, I mean, yeah,
can't
you can.
Can't you?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
I wish you could stay on it forever. But not my mom's. I don't know.
There's no edits, Mitch.
I know.
There's just no edits.
I just wanted to make that clear. Welcome to podcast 28. We started kind of weird this week.
Well, you know what? 28's an awkward number. So why isn't it? Think about 28.
So weird you say that because I'm a guy that like when I'm running or working out, sometimes weird things go through my head, right?
Right.
And the number 28 came up today. I was thinking about it. And I said to myself, would I ever wear that number if I played sports? And the answer is, I'm not saying no, but it wouldn't be my first choice.
It's not where you go.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
But the thing is, the 2 by itself is a popular number.
Great
and the
number.
8 by itself is a popular number. But together, they don't work.
And 82 is just not hitting the mark. Nor is 28. 28's weird. You have to question someone. Why'd you pick 28? You weren't born in 1928. Like,
no.
what's
you
28?
Could have been the 28th of the month, maybe. It's a weird number, and you know what? Being that it's an awkward number, we have an awkward podcast. There's a lot of weird things that are going to come up today that I need to talk about because I got to get this off my chest. I got some things I want to rant about a little bit.
You were coming in with hot fire.
Oh, I was fire.
You've been working lots.
Yeah.
You've been on the go everywhere. And you even went to help your brother. You even went to Bonacera, home of the 10-cent chicken wing.
Saturdays and Wednesdays.
To make pizzas for the guys.
It's something I do. But you know, as much as I want to complain about it, I have to tell you all this quick little story.
Please.
My family owns a small little bar. We've talked about it on a few of the podcasts.
Home of the 10-cent chicken wing, Wednesdays and Saturdays.
Wednesdays and Saturdays. All day. And we have the pleasure of having a lot of people come by and visit. You know, my parents have been there for almost 40 years.
It's a staple.
So a lot of people just come by and randomly show up, and you never know who's going to come through the door. You know what I mean? It's like one of those weird things. So they had
when people come through the door of Bonacera, is there like weird clapping music? Like you'd see in a sitcom. Norm!
I wish that was the case. And in fact, I'm going to look into it. So
your dad is basically Sam Malonis.
Yeah.
That's what I'm calling him.
That's right.
Not Sam Malone, because he's Greek.
That's right.
He's the Sam Malonis.
He's San Manolis. Yeah, exactly.
Amazing.
So I had this gentleman come in today, and he literally hung out with me for 2.5 hours. And I have to say, hanging out with the older Greek men is one of my most favorite things in the entire world. Why? Because in that 2-hour span, I learned about politics.
Yep.
I learned about saving dollars. I learned about why everyone's an idiot. And I learned about just in general why just why the meaning of life is what it is. Like you get this insight from these 60, 70-year-old men and they just want to just drop all this knowledge on you.
It's like the older Greek, they don't have enough time. They're like, Mitch, helado. Come here. Do you see what's going on in the news?
Yeah.
A son of a bitch, who do they think they are?
Yeah.
You see what they're doing to us? right? They go through, I can see the whole progression. They don't have enough time. They're like, look, I need to save you.
Yeah.
I need to give you everything you need. Here's money lessons. Here's investment lessons. Here's what's going on in world politics. This is who you need to stay away from. This is what you got to do.
Exactly.
You got a great
not
thing
just
going
that.
on.
Then, you know what the best part is that as I'm listening, my mind starts wandering and I start staring at them. He was wearing his sunglasses in the restaurant while he was talking to me.
The whole time.
The whole time. He has 2 bracelets on and a gold ring. And all I kept thinking about was, he is the greatest version of anything. Like, he's, I'm just looking at his glitter and I'm like, this is so cool, man. Like, I asked him, I go, is it bright in here? Do you want me to put, he's like, no. He looked at me like I was the crazy one, asking him, like, do you want me to turn down the lights a little bit?
You're wrecking his style.
Bottom line, Greeks all around the world. So he's wearing the typical old man / Greek man style is the short cutoff shirt, pants, but he's wearing a spider ski jacket. It's unreal. Like, where did you? And I asked him, like, where'd you get that jacket? He's like, I don't know. The jacket's like $400. I'm like, where'd you get this jacket?
Yeah.
Hey, he's like, I don't know.
Yeah, they're like, I don't know.
Just found it.
Yeah, look good. Look good.
Amazing.
That's a nice shirt. What is that? I don't know. Hugo Boss.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah, some boss, some Malaka, some boss.
You must be. Yeah. How do they all do it? They randomly walk into stores and buy $400, $500
and they look fantastic.
clothing.
They put the They put the weirdest attire on, and they can pull it off. If me and you tried to dress like that, we'd get fired from our jobs or be looked at like we were homeless.
See, but Greeks are weirdly frugal as well. They'll go and they'll spend insane amounts of money on trips, on vehicles, cars, just all this stuff. But then they brag about where they saved.
It's unreal.
And it's like, it's the stuff that doesn't matter. They're like, Mitch, let me tell you something. Dimitri, let me tell you something. Went over to Walmart, $15, case of crackers. I got it for $11. $4 in my pocket, just like that.
Just like that.
But and then he leaves in a
crackers are like $2. Like, it's not the point about the crackers. They're like, in their mind, I saved the $4.
I saved the $4. You got to look for these deals, Mitch. You got to look. And then he winds up with a 328i.
Can I say this for all the for all the listeners that are Greek or at least immigrants? If your family somehow like immigrated here to Canada, tell me that they all didn't get the same manuals when they got off the boat or they arrived here in Canada.
Absolutely.
Like the Greeks literally, I don't care where you live in North America, they all have the same pamphlet. They got the same. Chinese, Italians, it doesn't matter. I guarantee you all your parents say the exact same verbiage over and over again to each other.
The manual is basically this. How to conduct yourself.
Yeah.
How to dress.
Yeah.
How to discipline your children.
Absolutely.
Okay, and how to just be really, really crazy and make no sense.
Yes.
But make sense.
I can't wait to be them. Yeah. I can't wait to be them.
We're so close, Mitch. We're so close.
I feel like I'm almost there.
Well, I'm a little jealous.
So am I.
Before we get into what's happening today, we got a great show. There's breaking news.
Breaking news.
Do we got a?
Oh wait, I got something.
Yeah. Let's get a little. Just. I don't know. What are you looking at? Maybe Jeff took it. We have a xylophone in here, guys. That's he
took
secret.
it. Yeah,
he did take it. Well, I used my finger a bit. I tried. Didn't really do much. Let's
try that again. Instead of the beep 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 that people do when they're like breaking news.
We got the xylophone. Yeah. Okay, Mitch, let's rewind it. Okay. Breaking news. Wow.
That's not bad.
That's effective.
I felt like that hit the point.
You know what? Can you do that again and then slam a note at the end?
Sure.
Like a
Yes. Go ahead. Okay, let's go again.
Okay, and breaking news. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay, that's it.
What do you got?
Calgary Flames.
Yeah.
Local team.
Huge.
We've been talking about it for a while.
Yeah.
You know me, I've been complaining about it for at least 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, they listen to Real Locker Room Talk. I think they heard an episode. Either that or straight out of Calgary, they're following him.
You're right.
They just fired Glenn Gulutzan as their head coach, along with some other people. Like they went
the coaching stuff, the entire coaching stuff. Yeah.
They went to work.
Well, I got to be honest. I thought Easter was last week or 2 weeks ago. The sacrificial lamb, ladies and gentlemen, is gone. I know you and Straight Outta Calgary are hardcore on getting rid of the coach. I still think that he was the sacrificial lamb. Something did have to get done. It's easier to fire 1 or 3 people rather than an entire team.
Terrible. He did a terrible job. You're out of your element.
Believe what you want. Now, I have breaking news.
You have? Okay.
Yeah, I got breaking news. Yeah, you go ahead.
Okay. Hold on.
Breaking news. Oh, that was much better. John Cena has broken off his wedding to one of the Bellas. This is heartbreaking news.
It's unbelievable.
It's sad, but you know what? Hey, it had to be done. Something happened. We don't know the details. We'll get to it. But John Cena will not be getting married in 2 weeks.
Yeah, Nikki Bella cannot see him at this point.
You can't see me. That's right.
He'll be doing the 4-knuckle shuffle on himself.
Yeah, absolutely. Isn't that the truth? Isn't that the truth? All right, what do we got today? What do we got today on the show?
We got a great show lined up for the locker room here. We're going to talk NHL playoffs. Okay,
awesome.
We're going to go through that and what's happening. NBA playoffs just started. Clearly, we're going to talk about what we thought obviously was going to happen. Some things that maybe we might have to worry about.
Absolutely.
There,
let's also touch a little bit on baseball. I heard it started.
Did it start?
It started.
It did. Hey.
Yeah. But some cool things actually happened this week. We'll touch on that.
Yeah.
The results from the Excellent Eight.
I have the results.
You have the results?
I have all of them.
You have the results. I have not seen them yet.
You only get to see what was on the Facebook.
Correct. Yeah.
Now the Instagram and Twitter, because we put them everywhere. I should say I put them everywhere.
So I am pumped. I can't wait to see who the Fantastic Four is going to be.
You'll be. I'll leave it till then.
Yes, please.
I'll leave it till then.
Let's see what else we got. And then we got a new segment we're going to try out: food or sex.
Absolutely.
We got to try that out.
Look, two of the greatest juggernauts.
Are they not? They
life.
Really are the juggernauts of life.
Okay?
Yeah,
they
absolutely.
really are. And we said, look, we've been doing this list of 64 to find what's the greatest.
Right.
Why not bring let's try it out.
Let's do it.
What's better?
Absolutely. And then we're going to finish off with everyone's favorite, Maga versus Malaka. This thing has taken off. People are calling me each week going, can you do the Maga Malaka section on this?
They're even getting you on rotary dial, Mitch.
They are.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
Any which way they can get a hold of you to just the appreciation for Maga Malaka, they're getting to you.
They're getting.
Smoke signal.
I'm actually quite proud of the non-Greeks that understand, that are now calling me Malaka. And I'm only assuming they're calling me that because they're so proud of this, the segment we do.
And we taught them what the terms mean. We're not ignorant people.
No.
We let them know.
But it's weird where they don't follow it up with Maga at all. They're just, hey, Malaka, and they just keep going with it.
See, I get the Maga all the time.
You get it all the time?
No, that's a lie. I get Maga all the time.
Right. But before you do that...
Before we get into anything, because we are nothing without these people right here.
Right.
And Jeff, cue the music.
There we go.
It's electrifying because right now we're bringing you the Macromind Media metrics of the week.
Macromind
Media metrics. Absolutely. Mitch, the weeks, it seems, gets better and better and better. And for the last 3-4 weeks, all you listeners out there been thinking, what's next? What's next? Even I am dumbfounded as to what happened this week. Okay? First of all, Macromind Media, www.macromindmedia.com.
Right.
They built our website.
Yeah.
They do fantastic work. They even built their own website.
Wow.
Okay, yeah, they did themselves too.
That's the way to do it. Build your own, and they will come.
The web of dreams.
Yes,
they're on the intraweb of dreams. Do you want to know what they did for us?
Sure,
Mitch. If I were to tell you that because of Macromind Media, we have been downloaded in 3 new United States of America.
Oh, I'm excited because I really do want to put an X next to all the states.
We're taking it over like a wristboard. It's unbelievable. The boys at Macromind Media, Cameron Jordan, Dr. Ryan Todd, all of them. We are now downloaded in Ohio.
What? Home of the Buckeyes.
That's what I'm saying, okay? Next, Colorado.
Home of the Buffaloes.
Boom. And this one, it's as if they knew. We're downloaded in the state of Pennsylvania.
Home of the Flyers.
Get it, Mitch! Why would you ruin this for me? Don't ruin Macromind Media metrics.
You set it up. I was going to say Penguin.
It's Crosby. Okay, Crosby's listening.
I can't believe Crosby downloaded.
Hi, Sid. How you doing?
Sid.
Just really,
well done, sir. Great
really
deflection the other night. Yeah.
We hit another huge milestone.
What's that?
We broke 100 Twitter followers this week.
That's all organic. I want to make this clear. We are not paying anybody.
No one. We're putting in the work.
I still would like to know if and how we can do that. But being that we don't know, unreal. You know what else I found out?
I got to give a shout out to that 100 as well because the Man Cave podcast, we know our fellow boy over there in Boston.
Out of Boston.
Yeah, he's a Boston guy.
Yeah, he's got to charge you.
Okay. He created a nice little podcast group and it's just taken charge. So
Awesome.
thank you for that. We
Thanks.
broke 100. Absolutely.
That is awesome. And over 2,300 downloads just on Podbean. So, I mean, we know we're getting it everywhere else, but it's kind of fun to watch that. And that was literally, guys, 0 at one time. So
we're getting it from so many places. I feel like I'm back at the AVN Awards. We're just getting it from everywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
You know where else we're getting it from?
Where?
Agape Greek Radio.
Right.
AGAPE Greek Radio, 9 p.m. Eastern time, or Mountain time, Monday to Friday. And on the weekends, 2 p.m.
What?
Mountain. That's right. So those are the Macromind Media metrics of the week.
Excellent. I love it. Last week we did this thing called Betcha Didn't Know, and you loved it. And I heard it from a couple other people. They thought it was pretty funny where I just I didn't make it up. I found it.
Mitch, I had no idea that the silver medal was the first medal.
It was the first. And
the marquee medal.
Speedo is still trying to get those organized as we stated last week. But Betcha Didn't Know is back. We got something here.
Hit me with it.
I hit you with this. Here we go. In 1950, India actually qualified for the World Cup. However, they didn't actually go through and play. There's 2 reasons why. Do you know what they are? I found it very interesting. That's why.
Did they have shoes?
I swear to you, no, they didn't. So the
are you serious? Is that an answer?
Two reasons. Two reasons
so
they weren't able to go.
So just so everyone knows that's listening right now, I have in my notes, it just says Bet You Didn't Know segment and blank. Right. That's my sheet.
Right.
Okay, so I can't believe I actually got that right. They didn't have shoes.
So the first reason was funds. They didn't have enough money to actually carry themselves through to the World Cup.
Okay.
And the second is FIFA has literally a rule in the rule book that says all teams have to play with shoes. This team was so underfunded that they actually couldn't afford to play shoes. But think about it. They actually qualified for the World Cup without shoes. It's just when they got to the FIFA part of the rule book, FIFA said, listen, you guys got to find some shoes to play.
You're kidding me.
And they couldn't, unfortunately.
The government couldn't fork up like 200 rupees?
Crazy, isn't it?
Or
and
whatever.
especially where now, where do we get all our stuff? It's either China or India. And they couldn't find any shoes to play with. Sad, because
living
who knows?
in golden palaces.
Buddy, these guys were playing with their bare feet and they qualified for the World Cup. That's crazy. I think there was a scandal. I think that FIFA was scared. This is what I think.
India got screwed.
Well, something's up.
Yeah, this is worse than the Montreal screw job.
This
is worse. You know what? That's what we should have the segment. What's worse? Bret Hart getting screwed by Shawn Michaels or India getting screwed by FIFA?
Yeah, FIFA.
I say FIFA.
That's a little, I don't know what to say.
Don't like it.
I don't like it either.
I actually didn't know that. That's crazy. Okay. Mitch.
Yeah.
My life is a very complicated one.
You seem to have a lot of going on.
I mean, I don't know why I put myself in these situations because I'm a good guy. I don't look for trouble.
No.
I just, it
just finds you.
Just finds me.
Just finds you.
But I look it in the face and I say no.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure you run the other way, but go on.
It's true. So, we got another segment. Secrets from Dirty Locker 19. Ooh, another episode. Do we have like opening of the locker music? Let me see if I can do some with the sound.
Don't you hear this?
Ooh.
Yeah, there you go.
The Mystic Locker.
Yeah, the Mystic. It's like I feel like if there was steam coming up from the steam room, you know what I mean? That's what I'm thinking.
That's what it is. Yeah. And dirty steam.
Yeah, dirty.
Because they're dirty secrets. They're so dirty though.
I don't know how steam is dirty, but it's actually
in the Joker's
opposite.
locker room. So, dirty secrets from Locker 19. Listen to this. I'm out on the weekend, out with some friends.
Yeah.
Hanging out. It's the weekend. Have a couple drinks. No big deal. Run into a couple more friends. No big deal. That turns into a couple more friends. No big deal.
Right.
So, of course, late night classic. What does everyone who's had a little bit to drink do? You go to Denny's.
Right. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You get a Moons Over Miami. Or if you want a Lumberjack Slam, if you're on the breakfast side.
Well done.
These are pretty much the two only options. I mean, everything else, go home.
Yep.
Well, we're there. Mm-hmm. And through friends of friends of friends.
Right.
There's a girl.
Yeah.
She's engaged right now.
Okay.
To be married. Engaged. Mm-hmm. Now you'd say, Dimitri, where's the fiance?
Right.
Oh, he's there. He is there. But she treats him so bad to the point that she openly admits in front of all the friends that she wants someone we know.
Wait a minute. In front of all you guys, she's engaged and she says, I want to like hook up with this dude?
I want to hook up with this dude. And we're sitting there. She's sitting in the middle section. You got to think there's like about 12 of us. She's in the middle section. Okay? She's 2 doors down from me. Fiance's on the other side on the corner.
Can he hear this?
He can hear everything. At one point, she turns to him and says, shut the F up. I'm talking to... I have more control than that.
Oh,
I wasn't going to slip. Can you believe that?
Wow.
Look at the reaction from them. They're going crazy.
Wow. Like, so did this guy do anything? Have you watched the news? Is there any dead bodies in any part of the city or anything
Nothing
like
on
that?
the news. Haven't heard anything.
Wow.
The only thing I've heard is that this is a secret from Dirty Locker.
Do they listen to the podcast? Do they know about this?
I will not reveal anything.
Okay. For this gentleman, if you happen to be listening to the podcast, I'm going to give you some advice. Run. Run and hide.
No, I think he's going to do that. He's going to run and hide.
You think so?
But he didn't want any part of it.
No, I mean like run and hide, like get rid of her. Get rid of her. If she's dissing you like this at Denny's.
Oh, you're saying for that guy?
Yeah, of course,
you gotta go
for this guy.
You gotta go.
Yeah, man. You cut and go, man.
Well, here's a question for you, Mitch.
Sure, go ahead.
Touch on the code.
Yeah.
I mean, someone's got to tell him.
But you just said she said it in front of everybody.
Yeah, but if he's still going, like someone, like why isn't anyone?
No. That's where I'll stop you. If this Malaka, and by the way, you're a Malaka right now.
Yeah,
and Maga
he is.
Malaka.
That is a Malaka.
If
move.
you let this situation arise, like if you continue on knowing full well that this happened, like it's one thing if he was across the table and didn't hear it, like
Right.
you know what I mean. But he heard it in front of other people, and this.
It
and
was
that.
so obvious, Mitch.
Get out of here. Forget about it.
Yeah.
Move along.
Get
move along.
the heck
Go
outta
grab your.
here.
And in fact, you go and grab that ring. You go. Hey, give me that ring back. Get out of here.
Yeah, either
Get
that
outta here.
or go get your shine box.
Yeah, go get your get out of here. Like a little cat that's in your yard. Get out of here. Hey. As you can see, I have problems with cats in my yard.
And you've kicked a lot of people out of Bonacera.
Oh,
it seems
yeah.
like. Yeah.
Oh.
Hey,
Get out of here.
pay your tab.
What'd you say? I'll get my mom. Hey.
Only a select few that listen are like, that's the cavalry right there.
That's right there,
Yeah,
buddy.
when-
Exactly.
When the Miss one just comes in.
Let's get down to it. This week, we are starting with NHL playoffs. They are in full bloom. First round is exactly what we said last week. It's unreal, and it's not disappointing.
No, it's been great, Mitch.
We're about 3 games in. Only a couple of series have been really like off the rails, but the rest of them have now either it's a 2-1 kind of series. Which one is catching your eye the most? And please don't tell me it's the one that I think it is in your case.
No, it's not
Okay,
Pittsburgh.
all right.
No. I'm not I'm biased, but I'm not that biased,
Okay.
right? I mean, I'm just on that topic. I'm surprised Philly not only won in Pittsburgh the second game, but won 5-1.
Yeah.
But the one that's really, really catching my eye is the Vegas Knights and the Los Angeles Kings, because I picked the Kings to win in 7. Okay, Vegas is up 3-0.
Yeah.
That's not the underlying issue for me where I'm like, wow, what's happening? I actually underestimated how physical the Vegas Golden Knights are playing. They are hitting this team. They are pound for pound up with this team. But you know what? The LA Kings are not the team. I think shame on me. Going into the Anaheim San Jose series, like I said, I'm changing my pick to San Jose because I have this perception that Anaheim's just Anaheim. I think maybe shame on me that LA's LA.
Right.
And this team has changed a little bit. But not to discredit the Knights. They are playing, this team's playing well.
I'll say, kind of to your point, it's funny, we didn't talk about this during the week to kind of deflect notes off each other. But the Vegas Knights don't surprise me. I mean, I picked them to win that series. Yeah. However, not as handily as this. You know what I mean? And when you think about it, though, why not? I said it last week, and I'll say it again, and I got to start believing in what it is. Vegas has controlled the league from the day they started to now. There shouldn't be a surprise here. This team is built of grinders, of guys that got dissed, and this is playoff hockey. This is what they are built for, where everyone uses that cliche. So good on the Knights, but the series that's really catching my eye, and I hate to be a homer, but it's the Toronto-Boston series. Not so much because Toronto ended up winning the other day and making this a little bit of a series. It's how bad they played the first 2 games.
That's right.
They get back home, they win that game, but I have a feeling that, I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to say anything out of line, but wow, is Boston better than I thought. I know that they had a great regular season, but I guess now that I'm watching them, they are just built, man. Like,
Mitch, that was my point. Remember, week to week, I'd always say that this team is up there in the standings, but they're flying under the radar.
Yeah.
When you watch them play, like, not to devalue what you're saying, or I knew that already, but I happened to just watch some of them during the regular season, and you're like, wow, this team is under the radar.
Absolutely.
But I do think Toronto kind of, I don't think they played up to their full potential, but not far off of it either. Like Boston, the first 2 games, Boston's like, look, you're in our yard, we're going to show you what these rules are. Okay? You play by these rules, we'll figure it out when we go to Toronto.
I don't like to listen too much of what the analysts say out there, but for once, I see why everyone was saying Toronto would be better matched against a Tampa Bay rather than a Boston in the first round. I see exactly now what they were talking about. Now, let me ask you this. Which players caught your eye so far in the first little while?
Which player has caught my eye? Unfortunately, I'm going to have to be a little biased on this one. But Sidney Crosby is playing excellent. Right,
I wrote that down, even though
you knew, right? Even before I said, Sidney Crosby is playing absolutely excellent. Outside of that, I'm just trying to think someone that's standing out to me. I don't know. Maybe I'll go with you, Mitch. Why don't you bring one up?
You know what? Right before I get to that, there's another team I want to bring up.
Sure,
Washington. What is wrong with you guys?
Can't close, man.
Just
can't close.
Like, I know they're your arch nemesis, pardon me, but come on, man. You know what it is with why I feel bad for them? They actually did the right thing, saying, you know what? Okay, we got this year. We're not going to mess up. It's like the Roadrunner and the Wild Coyote. Like they're like, okay, we're going to put the slingshot here this time. We're going to do this time. They just can never win, these poor guys. They change the goalie. They do this. And they constantly they're
like,
down
what
2-0.
more do I have to do? And you know what's
Game
sad?
3's tonight, right?
It is. But you know what's sad about those games too, Mitch? They both went into overtime.
Yeah.
They're heartbreakers. Especially game 2, I believe they came back to tie the game and lost in overtime again. I mean, you're right. What? Because a team like that can just go to the final. They can. They have the ability to.
Next week, when Dr. Ryan Todd is here, let's remind ourselves to ask him the question, is this a mental block on the team? Now, remember, in team sports, it's not the same team always,
of course, yeah.
Especially with free agency being what it is now. Guys are moving all the time. Is it a jinx on the team? You know how they kept saying for the Cubs for years there was a jinx, and same thing with the Boston Red Sox. Is it psychological or is it just bad luck? Like, I don't know, but
on a side note, bet you didn't know.
Right.
That it was a Greek guy who actually put the curse.
Actually, I hate to say this, I did know.
You did. Yeah. Did you guys know that? Yeah, it was a Greek guy who put the curse on the Cubs.
Tell the people.
Yeah, so he had a bar next door. It was called the Billy Goat Pub or something like that. And so, he loved, they were getting complaints in the stadium that the goat stunk. So they were asking, they're like, you got to get this goat out of here.
Yeah.
And he's like, what are you talking about? It's a staple in my bar. Never get in front of a Greek guy and his bar.
Yeah.
Ever.
Oh, ever. No.
So he's like, I'm cursing this team. And that's what that
he
was
literally,
the curse.
he put a curse on the team. It's not a joke.
Full katara.
Yeah, full katara. So Washington, I don't know. You guys got to man up. You've got to get over this hump. Yeah. Only because I would love to see you guys versus Pittsburgh in the second round. Pittsburgh doesn't excite me as much. Should that be what it is? I want to see a little Washington. I want to see a little Ovi versus Crosby. I want to see some excitement. But guys, you got to win in the first round. You got to get past the first round.
You got to.
It's crazy. I just find it so fascinating how this team continuously falters, and everyone's calling it from day one. As a player, though, I'll actually kind of go with that team, Ovi. I'm not hearing anything from him. Again, regular season.
He's dead silent, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Yeah. During the regular season, 50 goals or just under 49. Nowhere to be found in the playoffs. I know it's that type of year where it's that part of the season you shut down the best players, but a lot of people will want to say Pasternak from Boston. He's just tearing it up right now. He's on fire.
Yes, actually,
but that could also be just a flash in the pan. I'm going to actually side with you, as much as I hate to admit it. the big players come to big days, and Crosby has been nothing but amazing the first 3 games.
I'm just not not to say that anyone else isn't playing bad, but when we're talking about someone that's standing out, Crosby looks like he's already in playoff form, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He does it. The passes he's making. Speaking of plays, did you see Frederik Andersen against Boston make that save with his stick?
Crazy.
I actually stood up from the couch.
Yeah.
It
was amazing.
It was a sure goal.
Well, absolutely. And the one thing I'll say, and this is what's kind of sad, I picked Toronto. I think you did too, but I picked Toronto thinking they're going to even go farther than they should. If that guy's if Anderson's not making those saves for the rest of the series, Toronto's gone. I'm sorry, guys. As much as I want to see you guys, I picked you guys to go far, Toronto. You guys need to really pull up your pants, like hardcore, because Freddie can't be doing those kind of saves every second.
That's absolutely true.
From there, we go to the other Toronto team in the NBA. We're talking some Raptors. They're up 1-0 on the Washington Wizards.
Yeah.
Have you watched any of the basketball?
I mean, very little, Mitch. Very little basketball.
So I've been watching it. I'm pumped. Our boy Yanni.
Like what you've been watching in basketball compared to hockey is the reverse for me.
I think that's exactly, and that's what we do. We pan off each other.
Yeah,
we got to be watching it. You do that, I'll do this.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what I mean?
So I've been watching the basketball, and our boy Yanni out of the Milwaukee Bucks. P.S. saw a picture of him donning the Packer jersey the other day. Brought a tear to my eye.
You know who else is a converted Packer fan? The Dalai Lama.
I saw that.
The Dalai Lama.
That's
so
unreal.
for all of you out there.
Yeah, that's right.
Mitch and I are smart.
Well, very smart.
The Dalai Lama's smart.
Very smart.
That makes anyone who's a Packers fan really smart.
That's right.
Yeah.
The smartest.
Smartest. Yeah.
So we got the NBA. Toronto's up 1-0 in the series against Washington. Game 2 is actually going on as we speak right now.
That's right.
They're looking fantastic. Toronto as a city right now is just crazy. I mean, baseball started, I heard. So baseball's got something going on. That started. We'll get to that in a few seconds. Maybe yesterday. I don't know exactly.
Interesting.
So you got baseball, and the Blue Jays are at home this weekend. You got the Maple Leafs at home, and you got the Raptors. So depending on what kind of fan you are, you might be able to, if you work out your angles, maybe you can hit all of them. That'd be kind of fun.
It's not bad at all.
What a fun city to be in right now.
Great sports buffet.
What a great analogy.
It's a sports buffet.
That's exactly what it is. But what I can tell you is this. I won't go super into the NBA talk. I'll let the first round kind of get in the middle ground.
That's right.
But both from the East and the West, I can say this. This is going to be the grimiest, grossest playoffs of all time. And I'm talking from a good point of view. I wouldn't be surprised if this would be the first. I don't know what the mathematical analysis would be on seeing every series go to 7 games. They are all that.
It's funny you say that
so
because
tight.
It's so true.
It's so tight on all of them. Toronto, I mean, I think they can blast Washington.
Yeah.
But you know what? I hate to say it, Toronto doesn't have that kind of reputation to do that. So, Washington will get their game in and so forth.
Well, Toronto's got that stigma too where they can't close out. And
That's
they
right.
seem to choke in these weird opportune moments.
Absolutely,
right?
absolutely.
Because didn't they lose first round to the Wizards a couple years ago?
They did, absolutely
right?
they did. That's when Paul Pierce.
Yes. And they were heavily favored.
Absolutely, absolutely. So to the Toronto fans, we're cheering for you here out in Canada and Calgary and so on. We're going for you guys. My boy Yanni in Milwaukee, he's the 7th seed against the Boston Celtics. Boston without the Matiasi, Kyrie Irving. I guess that's why you did it.
You're welcome.
To help Yanni.
Okay, you're welcome. Okay.
Milwaukee's
but it's not helping right now.
They're not helping right now. Milwaukee is only down 1 game. So I have a feeling Milwaukee will pull that one off. I'm not too worried. And Giannis, you know what? He's going through his growing pains. In game 1, he had a chance to kind of put some free throws away. He missed them. You can see on his face he was flustered and mad, but good. Because he's so amazing right now. And I don't say this because he's Greek. I'm not saying it for anything else.
Everyone knows it.
Everyone already knows it. But I like it when good players miss a little bit just to get them even more geared up.
Well, that's what you want to see when you come into the postseason and sports and championships. You want to see everyone at their best, just sign. And this might happen. Another notable, as we talk about in the East as well, is Cleveland. Are you worried, Mitch? Are you a Cleveland fan? Because we got downloads in Ohio now, right?
Oh,
We got Cleveland fans.
Sure,
no. But you worried? Is this a team that should be worried?
You know what? No. Listen, man. At the end of the day, like I said a second ago, this is going to be a grimy first round. It's going to be a lot of close games, and Cleveland has to understand they have a bullseye on their back.
That's right.
That's the end of this conversation. They are, for all due purpose, people don't know Toronto exists. I hate to say that because the Americans are very just like, oh yeah, I forgot there's a team up there. They also forgot there's the number 1 seed in the East. So in their mind, LeBron and Boston are 1 and 2, right?
Right. Good call.
And LeBron really does have a bullseye on his back. And so the reality is you're always going to get the best from each and every team.
LeBron will always make even the opposition play that much better because it's him. You know, the other thing, and you really touched on this point, but just to solidify it, is that we have become so used to the fact that in basketball, the elite teams in round 1 should be sweeping, if not at least 5-game wins.
That's right.
For the first couple rounds. When that doesn't happen, then we get word, oh my God, Cleveland lost a game. Well, this happens. Yeah. You know, this happens. And that's why I maintain, going back to the NHL, why I love that playoff format. Why I love those playoffs the best is because, you know what? Like Tampa Bay, Jersey won a game the other day.
Right.
Tampa Bay's up 2-1. What if Jersey comes back and wins?
Yeah.
Like nothing's out of reach.
No, absolutely not.
Nothing is out of reach. And in the last 4 or 5 years, we've been seeing more teams come back from 3-1, 3-0 deficits than ever before.
Again, that's something we're going to talk with Dr. Ryan Todd next week with regards to mental, mental preparation and all that stuff. Get it all ready.
Excellent.
Moving from basketball, moving from Cleveland to not Cleveland, but back to Cleveland is this. I am so tired of this, but I got to bring it up, you guys. We're on the sports train, but we're going to get off it for one quick stop. Tristan Thompson is a player. He's Canadian. He plays for the Cleveland Cavaliers, and he's also common law / married. I'm not sure if he's married to Khloe Kardashian. Listen, man, you're a basketball star. You're on their show. What are you doing getting caught on camera, making out with 2 girls right before your girl gives birth, and she just gave birth like the day after the story broke? What are you doing?
Is this for TV, Mitch?
Dude, this stuff...
Is this for TV?
Do you know why I'm so mad? It's because you're 6'10". You're an NBA star. You play with the Cleveland Cavaliers. You go to a bar.
Yeah.
Girls are going to hit on you. We all know this.
That's right.
Either you're putting yourself in that situation or you don't. When you do this... and you put yourself in a situation where people are going to hit on you or women are going to come after you, you got to be strong enough. The other part that makes me mad is that he's on the show. He's on this Kardashian show. Right. So every girl in the world knows who you are.
Yeah.
You idiot. You moron. What are you doing? You're 6'10". You stick out not just like a sore thumb. You stick out more than anything like that. It's so crazy.
Not his fault.
Not his fault?
No. Do you want to know?
Yes, please. Explain it to me.
Do you want to know what the real tragedy is?
Yeah.
That bar owner is a big piece of garbage.
Oh, agreed.
He is the biggest piece of garbage. Because, number one, why are you giving video footage from your bar about 2 girls hitting on Tristan Thompson?
It's called dollar bills, y'all.
He didn't take her hand and put it on his crotch.
No.
She put it on his crotch.
She put it there.
He was trying to take a sip of his drink, and the other one decided to say no.
I also
have a sip of these drinks.
But this is the thing. Listen.
Am I right or am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong.
Listen here, bar owner.
Yeah.
That is terrible customer service. That would never happen at Bonacera.
But where does he? No,
he lost a customer.
He lost a customer. Oh, not just that, buddy. No NBA team will ever go there, or any NHL team.
That's his
nobody.
customer. If you see that on the footage, you're like, I can't sell Tristan Thompson out. You mean to tell me that guy Tristan Thompson is spending thousands of dollars? Come on, man. He's getting bottle service, buying drinks everywhere. He's doing this. I'm a Cavs. I'm a Maga. He's not a Malaka. He's a Maga. Maybe I'll say.
We gotta be careful. We do have women listeners.
and the bar owner is selling his own patron out. I hope that place shuts down.
But
go down the street.
All I'm saying is at the end of the day, how does he think he's going to get away with it? Like, the video is the video, okay?
Because that's his safe haven.
But can I also say one thing? Well, I understand what you're getting at. I agree. But we don't know if he goes there and frequents it all the time and this and that, the other. My biggest caveat is this. If you want to cheat, buddy, cheat. I don't give a shit. It's none of my business.
Go full throttle?
Go full. But why are you cheating on a girl that looks like your girl? That makes no sense.
I have to agree with you there. It
makes no sense.
No lateral moves.
How do you... Lateral, it's a clone. This girl watches the show. She goes, oh, I like her hairstyle. I like her nails. I like this. She looks exactly like his wife. So you're cheating on your wife with your wife's clone? How does that make any sense?
Makes no sense. If I cheated on my wife, and my wife knows, she's got to be 11 out of 10. It has to be something. See, guys, here's some advice for you. If you're going to cheat on your wife, make sure it's beyond a step up. Okay?
That's what everyone says. Yeah.
No, you have to.
Right.
Okay? You have to. And there's only like 8 of them in the world that belong in that category because, as we all know, our wives are the best women in our lives.
Love you, baby.
Love you too. Love you so much. So much. But no, I kid around, when I say that. You shouldn't be cheating in the first place. But if you are going to do it, you gotta, you're right. You can't, what's the point? Have some variation. That's like going to a buffet and just getting the Benedict on your plate. Eggs Benedict every day, all day. Get a fruit, man. You know what I mean? Get some of the smoked Gouda.
What kind of buffets do you go to? The Egg Benedict? Is that like a breakfast buffet?
Breakfast buffet.
Okay.
Yeah, breakfast buffet.
I'm like, is it an all-day breakfast or?
It's a good question.
Yeah.
I just went to Denny's. They do the all-day breakfast. It's probably
that's probably what it is.
I just like Eggs Benedict.
It's great.
I love salmon Benedict.
Oh, that's nice too.
That's where it's at.
Well, Tristan, I gotta be honest, man. We love supporting the Canadian athletes. We love backing you guys.
No, you got my vote, Tristan.
Dude, I'm gonna fight you on this one.
Thompson?
I don't know what you think you can do. Like, you, my friend, are not a Maga. I'm sorry. Because you are way, way too big to pull that off. You're too tall. You're too tall. It didn't work for you. You're too tall to have an affair. That's it.
Thompson, you're not Wrongson.
From that fight,
yeah,
we go into, P.S. They have the baby. What's the baby's name?
Tristan Jr.?
Truth. That's all I'm going to say. They named the baby Truth after that. That's all. All right. So from there, from one fight in the NBA, we go to the fights not on the hockey rink, not on the basketball court, but on the baseball field. So baseball must have heard last week that we were saying, hey, you guys, we need a little something. Give us a little spark. Give us something to talk about. Well, did they ever? 2 brawls broke out last week. And you know what?
And good ones.
And I won't lie to you. I'm not all for fighting in any sort of sport. Like, if it happens, it happens. Not like it. We'll talk about it very soon in our code talk when it comes to hockey and stuff like that.
That's right, yeah.
But baseball also has, baseball, like hockey, has a huge book of codes. Like, these guys live and die by their codes.
I'd say more so in baseball.
They may actually, absolutely.
Yeah.
So brawl breaks out, but I always find it hilarious in baseball. And I want to talk about it for a quick second. So pitcher winds up, and these guys can blossom balls, right? Like, we're talking 100 miles an hour. And they hit the batter. Then the batter freaks out, throws the bat down, and they run. And then it's always the batter that's running towards the pitcher, right?
Right.
And the pitcher's running away.
Right.
Okay. So I think,
or he's doing like that,
or he's doing like embracing,
jockey,
and we're gonna like,
he's like, come on.
They don't know what to do, and he's hoping that the back catcher will catch him before he gets to the mound or whatever. So I have some insight on it, and then all of a sudden the bench is clear, and then the outfielders come, and then the pitchers that are in the bullpen that are usually behind the outfield come out.
That's right.
So it's a very awkward fight.
It's almost like Russian soccer hooligans that meet up before the game.
Right.
Except they're actually playing sports.
So
here.
I have some insight into what I'd like to see.
Okay.
All right. I would like the pitcher, if the pitcher decides that he has to stick up for his team because something happened and he blasts the ball, then you have to stand there on the mound. Then the guy that gets blasted and has to fight the guy or feels like he has to will also jog, not run, jog to the mound.
Take your time.
Take your time. Save your breath. Then the team can huddle around the mound. Okay?
Schoolyard rules
is exactly what I'm getting.
We've been advocating this forever.
Because what's happening is the pitchers that are in the outfield that have to come in, it takes about 3 to 4 minutes for them to run all the way over.
And that's not fair. They got to run back.
And then they got to run back. So my kind of fix to that is the little ball carts that they have. They should all be able to drive them. And those guys can have races. Who can get there the fastest? So there's going to be a fight, and then we're trying to get there. Who can get there the fastest?
See, I like the mound idea because it's almost like Kumite rules.
Exactly.
You keep fighting until someone submits, or you get knocked off the mound.
Exactly.
And if you get knocked off the mound, that is like so insulting that you have to have
sumo wrestling.
There
see
you
what
go.
I'm saying?
Right,
and like WWE. you have like maybe 2 or 3 chances. So it's like they can throw you back in.
Oh,
you know,
I see,
like lumberjack. So you get pushed out and then you get thrown back in.
So I think what should happen is that the people in the dugout can only go up to the lines of where first base and third base
I like
are.
that. I like
that. That they can only go there.
Right.
The people in the outfield, they can only go up until the gravel starts.
Right.
Can't run that far. And maybe they do the race idea.
Maybe they do.
Something's
got to be done with the pitchers that are on the, because it's a long run, or it's very awkward from, because by the time they get there, so let's say they don't do the ball cart thing and they just run out there.
Right.
By the time they run out there, all of a sudden everyone's like, what are you doing? They're like, well, I'm here for the fight. They're like, the fight ended like 20 minutes ago. They're like, oh man. Then they got to run back the other way. You know what I mean? It's
then
exhausting.
A pop fly, he misses, and then he gets fired.
Exactly.
Or released, let go.
So that's what I'm saying. It's very awkward.
So only people on the field are allowed to, you know what? Maybe here's another rule.
All right.
If only people that, only the first 3 from each team can come as backup.
Okay, sure.
Okay, so that means, it's a little scramble. It's like, no, I want in on this.
Right.
And then they got to back up.
Then my other little side note, this is the third idea.
So you get knocked out twice. Let me understand the rule. You
Yeah.
get knocked out twice from the mound, you're out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, here's my third idea, is that if you think about it, then the pitcher has the advantage, because if he's throwing the ball and he's going to smoke the guy that he thinks he can beat up, right?
Yeah, that's like...
So what'll happen is the pitcher hits the player. Then at that moment, the manager, the manager says, no, the pitcher and the batter are not going to fight. It's going to be, they decide. So the team that's pitching, their manager gets to decide which 2 fighters are going to go. But it's got to be equal. It's got to be equal. Like 2 outfielders or 2 shortstops, 2 first basemen. You know what I mean? It's got to be like that.
I got a better idea.
All right.
But it's along those lines. Guy gets beamed.
Right.
The umpire makes a decision. Either waves the pitcher in or makes the batter go.
Oh, I like that.
So he gets hit and he goes,
neutral.
Come in. Yeah. You're in. Pitcher's in.
I love that. I love it.
Because you're right. So the pitcher beans the batter.
Right.
The batter not only now has a limp leg.
Right.
Or wherever he's getting hit.
I mean, he got hit.
Maybe it's his blocking arm.
Yeah, well, whatever the case.
And then he's got to run over there.
Right.
Then he's got to run back.
Yeah.
See, and the loser after the mound brawl, the 2 out of 3 falls, has to have a press conference in front of everyone talking about how he lost.
Yeah.
Something's
got, and you can't use your bat, and you can't, and you know what's funny is, so in hockey they say you drop your gloves, right? In pitcher he drops his glove. Like, it's kind of funny.
Helmet's got to come off.
Yeah, helmet's got to come off. And hat. Now, the last thing I want to bring up, so baseball, these are just some small ideas. We love what you did last week. Congrats on the fights, and keep doing what you're doing. There's only 147 games left, so keep going.
This isn't been wrapped up in like a week.
Done. Yeah.
Yeah. They play so little games.
But the one thing I really like about baseball, the one thing I think would be so funny if other sports were to incorporate what they are doing right, is that the managers dress up like the players, correct?
Right.
What if the coaches in hockey dressed up like like the players? I think that'd be awesome. Why can't other sports? Why does Babcock have to wear a suit? He should be wearing a jersey.
Yeah.
Or he should be wearing the full gear.
He can wear a suit, but a jersey over top. Show some damn pride in your team.
No,
Babcock.
You know what? I like my idea better. I want him to be full geared up. Shin pads, everything in the back, yelling at everybody. Basketball coach, same thing. He's in his shorts and the tank top, yelling out plays.
Actually, basketball would be amazing.
I think, but why? Why is it in baseball they're dressed up, but in other sports they're not? I'm telling you, football, same thing. Belichick's halfway there.
Yeah,
right? He's halfway there.
Basically his jersey anyways. That's a great point,
Little thoughts from here.
Little thoughts, great ideas.
Thank you. From there, we go to what the world is anxiously awaiting. Champions League is down to the Final 4.
Mitch, did you call it?
What'd I say?
Did you call it?
Did I call it?
Well, you haven't called it yet, but you're calling it.
I call it. The German machine, Bayern Munich versus Real Madrid. Did you see the ending to that?
You know I love my Juventus. Sure. Come on. Come on now.
Are you saying what I think you're about to say?
Come on now.
Oh.
There's a little bit of cheating going on.
Oh.
BS. I love you, Ronaldo, but you don't deserve what you deserve there.
You know, some people are saying it was an actual, like he did get pulled down.
Come on, Mitch.
I'm just saying.
Juventus should have won that game. I don't care what anybody says. But I like watching Real Madrid anyways, so I get it. But
Fair enough.
I'm upset.
And P.S. for those that fought us in the Excellent 8, that kept saying, Messi got knocked out well, see, there you go. Messi got knocked out in one of the greatest games of all time. Roma versus Roma's big upset last week against Barcelona.
Home of the tomato.
Crazy. But see how hard it is to pick for the excellent 8. However, we'll get into that in a few seconds. How crazy was that?
That was a crazy, and Roma deserved every single part of that thing.
And wow, Roma's now going to play Liverpool. Who do you got in Bayern Munich, Real?
I got Bayern Munich.
Yeah, that's right.
I got Bayern Munich in that one.
I'm staying with my boys. And then who do you got in the Roma?
I got Liverpool. Roma overachieved.
I think so too. I agree with you there.
Liverpool has been playing great the last, I'd probably say, quite a few weeks.
So for those that don't think we talk enough footy, there you go.
Yeah,
there you go.
Right.
And we know what's going on.
We don't even have English accents. We don't have to.
We don't need to.
No, we don't need it.
Dimitri, here we go.
Oh, man.
The excellent 8.
The excellent 8 has been voted by you, the fans.
Right.
The listeners. Unbelievable what happened this week, Mitch.
Yeah.
Very typical, but at the same time, some of them were a lot closer than I thought it would be.
So if I said to you, who was the winner of the Jack Nicklaus versus Tiger Woods?
Interesting enough, by an overwhelming majority. Mm-hmm. We're talking, okay, so here's how I did it. I just want to backtrack really quickly. We put the voting polls on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. What I did is afterwards, when all the voting was done, I took all 3 averages and put them together. Okay? Mm-hmm. That's how it all was done. So it wasn't by the votes, it was by the percentages. Same thing anyways.
Sure.
We're talking by 78%. Tiger Woods is moving on to the Fantabulous 4.
Wow. Wow, big surprise. I'm pretending like I
78% of the people voted Tiger. And remember we said that, Mitch?
Yeah.
We said that, Jack Nicklaus probably deserves in terms of accolades, but fan favorite. But again, I take nothing away. This is what people
This is what the people
voting.
wanted. This is it.
Not the sportscasters in the back rooms.
That's right.
This isn't the Bilderberg group.
That's right.
The Illuminati controlling the world. It's the people.
They probably voted on it.
I think so too. That's probably it.
I'm actually really curious in the Federer versus Sugar Ray Robinson.
So this one was interesting.
And the survey says...
Ding! So, the winner is Roger Federer.
Yeah, I thought so.
But here's what's interesting. On Instagram and Facebook, Roger Federer, won by about 80... I think it was 82% was the average. It was just above 80%.
Oh, wow.
On Twitter, it was 50-50.
Wow.
I was a little stunned by that.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Roger makes it to the Fantabulous 4.
Boom.
Here we go. Serena Williams versus Michael Jordan.
This was actually a very interesting one.
Yeah.
Our Facebook page, I believe, had this one in a high margin. But overall, by only around 65%,
right,
did Michael Jordan beat Serena Williams.
Ah, Michael did it. You beat
a lot of people were saying it was a landslide. You actually advocated, Mitch, that you'd think maybe she would win or it'd be a lot closer.
Yeah.
But 65-35.
That's because people didn't want to do the math and figure it out. Nah, I'm joking. Michael Jordan deserves it. To me, Serena against anyone else might have made it to the Final Four, but Michael Jordan versus Roger Federer next week, you have to vote on it.
Michael Jordan versus Roger Federer. We're posting it on
So
next
that means
week.
Tiger, we already know, has gone through. Tiger needs a partner to dossel with. Wayne Gretzky versus Tom Brady. Here we go. I literally don't know the answer to this.
I know. This was the closest. It is exactly as the matchup would say, Wayne Gretzky, Tom Brady, Wayne Gretzky, Tom Brady.
Right.
It is beyond close. I stopped the voting at 4 p.m. today.
Oh, nice.
Okay,
Good.
so just so everyone knows, in Mountain Time here in Calgary, we probably started about 5:15 today.
Yeah.
Okay, so 4 o'clock the polls ended. I did the quick tally. I'm
so nervous.
Of all 3 social media platforms combined,
Yeah.
by a winning margin of 56%. We're talking, this is down to the votes.
Yeah. Just break it to me. I have a feeling I know who it is. Either way, I'm happy. I mean, I like them both. But
Let the music go. Let the music go. The great one, Wayne Gretzky.
Woo! Yes! Yes! There is justice.
You know what? After thinking about it, because I get the privilege of watching the votes and the polls going up. It was Mitch. It was especially the Instagram one was crazy.
Really?
The Instagram, it was neck and neck. It would be 3-2, 4-3, 5-4. So like it was going up,
Really?
going up. Instagram was by 1 vote.
Really?
Twitter was, Twitter was very biased in favor of Wayne Gretzky, but there weren't that many votes, right? And then coupled that with the Facebook page. But overall, 56%.
That's amazing.
Unbelievable.
That's amazing. Well, I'll hand it to the listeners. It's an intriguing Fantastic Four to go next week. You have Roger Federer, the greatest, obviously, tennis player that we've decided on, versus the greatest basketball player, controversy, Michael Jordan, versus Tiger Woods, who barely made it. You're lucky, Tiger. Against
Tiger.
Wayne Gretzky. This is big.
Mitch,
this couldn't have been literally planned any better.
No. And Mitch, so who do you think's going to win? You got, let's say, take Michael Jordan and Federer. Who do you think's going to win? Who would you vote for if you got to vote?
If I got to vote, you know what? I'm like, actually, I was about to blurt out 2 names, and then I'm looking at the names again, and I'm like, I got to go with Wayne Gretzky on the one side.
I think Wayne Gretzky is going to win as well.
I really do think Wayne deserves to go at least to the finals. Roger versus Michael is very intriguing. I'm not going to lie to you. One's an individual superstar. One is a team superstar that everyone knows more of.
Yep.
Both international sports. You know what? Because he's still playing and still dominating, I'm going to go with Roger Federer.
It's interesting you say that, and it's not. And just so everyone knows, even though I'm on the LeBron train, I don't have a hate for Michael Jordan at all. Everyone knows that. Gretzky, I think, is going to go through. I mean, if Gretzky doesn't go through, that's an upset for me because he's just got the accolades.
Absolutely.
I mean, beyond accolades to win it, in my opinion. On the other side of the coin, I mean, this is a final within itself because you brought up some really great points. Singles versus a team. Both have records and trophies. Both dominating in the later part of their careers. You got Federer mid-30s and up, right? Jordan, doing respectively doing the same thing. I have to go. I would have to go with Roger Federer on this one as well, right?
Awesome.
I would say, and I mean, but I might change it because as this week goes, I'm going to be thinking about different things. But as it stands, I think I have Roger Federer versus Wayne Gretzky in the final. And then from there, I mean, you got another hard one as well.
Well, it's up to you, the fans, to decide, the listeners to decide who will meet in the finals. And then you guys also get to pick the winner. It'll be fun. It's exciting. This is what it's all made for. And P.S., everyone keeps talking about Tom Brady, Michael Jordan. Tom didn't make it. So it looks like the bracket is working to what we kind of expected.
I think the voting was proper. The only questionable one out there is the Tiger Woods versus Jack Nicklaus.
Sure.
I understand. See, I'm on the side of Tiger. I understand Tiger. However, I was surprised the large margin that people actually voted Tiger in.
I think by next year when we do this again, because we're going to try to do it every year and have some fun with changes the names up, some new entries. We'll see a different side of it. Maybe Tiger doesn't even make it as far as he did this time. Maybe this was his one time.
I got a great idea for next year already.
We will listen to it. Yeah.
When we get to the 16,
Yeah.
right? Like we'll just keep this list. We get to the 16. We'll do it almost like soccer. The people that were out in the first round, they have to play their way back in to the new recruits that we think should get there. Something like that.
Well,
you know
we'll
what
look
I
at
mean?
it. No, I don't. But we'll figure it out. No. We'll figure it out.
How did that fly over your head? It's so
No,
simple.
it's not that it flew over my head. I just got to like sit down and figure it out. That's all.
It flew over your head.
Listen, we got a couple more minutes. We have 2 segments left that we want to try. We got a new segment we wanted to try out with you guys. You guys tell us if you like them or not. Everyone that we've played around with, it seems to kind of catch.
Absolutely.
Maga versus Malaka will go last because it's like the cherry on top of the sundae.
Absolutely.
But right before that, speaking of food, it's food versus sex. I was thinking about it this week. I said to myself, you know what? Sometimes you're watching a good baseball game or a basketball game or a hockey game,
Right.
and you're like, this is the greatest thing. And then all of a sudden, a nice piece of lasagna is in front of you, and you're like, this is the greatest thing.
Yeah.
So I said to myself, what would happen if you had to choose between food or sex?
Interesting.
Yeah. So here's what I got.
Tell
So
me.
scenarios, okay?
Okay.
Let's say, like you got a nice bundle of wings in front of you, made exactly as you wish. All right?
My mouth's watering
Yeah.
already.
You're watching a great hockey game. It's like literally it's third period, close game, tied, wings made to perfection, probably from Buenos Aires. And then all of a sudden, your wife comes down, or your significant other, and she's like, honey, I need you upstairs. And you know what that means. You know it's that call. It's that signal. Do you say, honey, I'll be up in 20 minutes, / an hour when the game's over, and enjoy your wings? Or do you run upstairs? Food or sex?
I'm going to tell you why I'm going to choose the food.
Go ahead.
Okay? Because I'm choosing the food.
You chose the food?
And the reason is
Yeah.
because that third period and the amount of time it takes me to eat those wings is a lot longer than what my wife's going to get going upstairs. I'm taking the wings and the game.
All right, here's one for you.
Okay.
The greatest chocolate cake you've ever heard of. Like, you've got yourself a world-renowned chef.
Like
that just
nine
made-
shit, like Ramsay
The greatest
all-
pastry
they're
chef
all
of all
there.
time just made you the best chocolate cake in the world.
It's sitting in front of me.
Sitting in front of you. Or
Or,
you're at a nightclub. This cake happens to be at a nightclub.
obviously,
Okay, yeah.
where else
but
would it be?
Where else would it be?
Restaurant lounge.
And there's the hottest girl you've ever seen. You're not married, by the way. Hottest girl you've ever seen in your entire life. Maybe it's your future wife or was your wife back then.
Right.
And you have an opportunity to make out with the hottest girl or eat the chocolate cake. But you've never met this girl before. Gorgeous or eat the chocolate cake.
I'm taking the girl on this one.
I think so.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's going to last longer.
But you don't know
Mitch.
she's going to be a good makeout person.
The bragging rights.
Kissing's big. If you're not a good kisser.
It doesn't matter. It's fake it till you make it, baby.
Fake it till
it's
you
it's
make
all
it?
about the image. The fact is that the bragging rights to the cake belongs to the chefs. The bragging rights for an overachiever like myself belong to me forever. And you know people are Snapchatting that. Buddy, did you see what Dimitri's got over there? I'm a 6 out of 10 at best. I know it.
Yeah.
My hair and personality have been carrying me for years. On physical appearance, it's nothing to look at.
Here's
overly special.
Here's the tiebreaker. You
Okay.
ready?
Ready.
The best pizza, your favorite pizza joint, okay, makes you the best pizza of all time.
Again, probably from
Probably
Bonacera.
from home of the 10-cent chicken.
Wednesdays and Saturdays.
Best pizza you've ever had, best pizza you want, everything you want, trimmings made to perfection again. Versus
Okay.
girl you've never met before that's willing to do some stuff for you, but you've never dealt with her. You don't know who she
So
is.
you're going, it's the known
It's the known
versus the unknown. God, what a great scenario. Oh. So I got the best pizza.
Best pizza.
You know what? I'll one up it.
Yeah. And by the way, in all these scenarios, you can't be like, I'm going to do whatever and then come back to the food. It's you choose and it's gone. Whatever which way you've chosen, the other side's gone.
I'm going to change it and put it back on you.
Oh, what?
I'm going to change it a bit. And
No,
put
these
it-
questions are made specifically for you.
No. That same girl.
Yeah.
Or you got a beautiful 16 ounce bone in, maybe not bone in, whatever you like, ribeye steak. This thing's about medium rare into medium, right at ideal. stuffed potato on the side.
It's stop. The steak wins in a hand slide.
I knew it. I knew
it. It's not even close. It's not even close. I'm sorry.
Take the steak.
I take the steak all day. All day. I know, right?
I think
that's why I brought this up.
That's why I had to change it.
I had to bring it up.
Because the pizza, I know what you're saying. It's really good, but I would have went with the unknown. Because I know what I'm getting. But with the steak, like you get a good steak. Like you get a 16-ounce ribeye. Like that's perfect. Like we're talking Wagyu.
Everything.
The little pieces of fat that's just on every single piece of the steak. I mean,
I just slobbered on myself.
Forget what do you want from me? Are we doing cheesecake at the end?
Yeah.
Plain cheesecake. Put the sauce on the side.
Oh, it's over.
Let me see what you're about.
Okay? Manamo. Here we go. Here's the end. We're ready to rock and roll.
Love it,
Maga
Mitch.
versus Malaka. Let's do it. Now, today, here's a little reason why we're doing it the way we're doing it. Maga versus Malaka is the bar version. Today, I had to work a little bit for my family. Long story short, I was in the restaurant business for many years. I got myself out. I was in now I'm in banking. But today I got the call. It's like the mafia. I never can get myself out of it.
You can't.
So I had to work a few hours, and this is what I came across. So hopefully the Greeks and non-Greeks around understand where I'm going for. Maga versus Malaka. You know what the Maga means, and you know what Malaka means.
That's right.
Guys wearing toques in the spring or the summer.
Malaka. Get it off.
I would also agree with Malaka.
Get some pride in yourself.
Yeah, come on, comb your hair, bud. Fruit on a pizza. Pineapples, for example. Maga or Malaka?
If it's pineapples, Maga. If it's anything, no, Maga. You
Maga?
know what? It's fruit on a pizza.
I gotta admit, I love my pineapple, but I'm gonna go with Malaka. I don't think pineapple should ever have been on a pizza, to be honest with you.
Okay.
It's very weird.
How about this?
It tastes good, but it should never really have been there.
Treats a pizza from Dairy Queen.
Oh, well. Yeah, that's a Maga.
Okay, fair enough. As long as we're okay, we can agree.
How about the only guy that sits at the bar by himself? Like the bar's empty except for one guy.
Oh, that's a Maga. If you're that comfortable, man, God bless you.
Yeah, God bless. I agree the same way. I'm like, any guy that could sit at a bar by himself. I mean, I just opened. He's sitting there.
Yeah.
Doesn't give a care in the world. Doesn't even say hello. Well, he said hi to me.
Rye waters all day long. It's 10 a.m.
He wasn't even trying to chat with me. Nothing. He's like, yeah.
Yeah. I love that confidence.
Yeah. Maga all the way. Agreed. Eating your steak blue rare. Like, we're talking basically raw.
If it's not steak tartare, man, Malaka. Still points.
See, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna say Maga, and I'll tell you why. That's caveman style. That means that guy in a Holocaust whoa, whoa!
Take it easy, Mitch. One step at a time.
Whoa! Wow.
Oh.
So if the world ended tomorrow, I'm on this guy's side because he's proven that he can
apocalypse.
Eat. Apocalypse, yeah. This guy will eat anybody and anything. I want to be on this guy's side, so I'm with this guy. Manga all day. Okay, the big craze around the world: craft beer. Maga or Malaka?
I think it's getting to the point where it's Malaka.
Yeah.
Tone it down, you guys. Okay?
Tone it down.
Tone it down.
For those that are in the marketplace,
a lot of you are making garbage beers out there.
I'm
but I'll
with
tell
you.
you what's not a garbage beer.
What's that?
Citizen Brewery here
so
in Calgary.
good. So
That's
good.
not a garbage
yeah,
craft
absolutely.
beer.
No, they're fantastic. How about people, I swear to God this happened today, people that order food but live across the street and would not come and pick it up. I literally walked it across the street. They didn't mind paying the delivery charge, but I was like, it'll take longer for the delivery guy to come here. Is he a Malaka or a Maga that I took it across the street?
You know what? Sorry, until you kind of rephrase it. He's a Maga.
Yeah, he's a Maga.
He's
pulled
like,
it off.
I ain't walking.
Yeah.
Get your ass over here with my lasagna.
I'm like, it's going to be like a $10 delivery charge. He's like, yeah, it's not a problem.
Okay.
In his mind, he knew I was bluffing. He knew it.
Yeah,
He's
he knew
like,
it. He knew
why
it.
would you wait for like...
First of all, bonus question.
Yeah.
You show up, you forget the garlic toast. He's adamant that he wants you to go back and bring it back. Is he now a Malaka or a Maga?
He's a super Maga, but I'm going to tell him to come get it because I'm not walking over twice. You got me the first time. Shame on you first time, shame on me second time. People that tip to the exact number. So your beer's $5.50 and you're such a loser that you've only tipped 50 cents to make it $6. I think I know where you stand on that.
No, that's a Malaka move. Tip accordingly. Take out the debit card.
Even if it's $5.99, let's just say that's the 20%.
Everyone's got a card here and there.
Yeah.
Okay?
Just don't be that guy. Don't be that guy.
What do you do when we go out? Because I haven't seen a,
no
bill in months.
Let me tell you, I'll show you today what it looks like to pay a bill.
What are you talking about? What are you going to make me pay?
What about the people that only order the special of the day?
Oh, Malaka, man. There's like a full piece of real estate of menu. You only want the special? Hey, loser, sometimes that special's not even that special.
Yeah.
It's just basically a 50 cent discount.
What you're telling me is that you're
menu.
just cheap. You're only going out because you're cheap. That's it. That's all you're telling me.
Yeah,
that's it.
Absolutely.
That's all. Let's say...
Unless it's veal cutlets.
People who want 100 refills. Like, literally, they come in and pay the same price. So they're eating, so they feel obligated. They're like, well, I bought a pizza, so I should get 500 Cokes.
Yeah, that's a Malaka because you know what? That much sugar is just not good for you.
All right, we got two more. This one's not a Maga versus Malaka. I'm going to go old school, hot or not. I happen to be watching poker, and there was a girl on it. I wouldn't any other day find her hot, but today I did. Are girls that play poker hot or not?
Not.
Oh, I think they're hot. How quickly they can put numbers together. Oh, it's amazing.
Doesn't do it for me.
So hot. All right. What about the guy at the bar?
Hey, how you doing? My name's Janice. I'll fold.
She wasn't smoking.
Okay.
But that still kind of turned me on a little bit.
That is so weird.
What about the guys that'll bet on anything? There was a guy that was talking to me about dog racing today. I'm like, first off, we're in Calgary. I don't know where these dogs are racing.
Is it Michael Vick?
Oh, it was Michael Vick. You're right.
Yeah.
Okay. But what about degenerate gamblers? Hot? Maga or Malaka?
Oh, Maga.
Maga.
Yeah,
for sure.
Come on, man. They're just trying to make their way. You know, if they would just win once in a while, they wouldn't have to gamble so much.
Here's the last one. Last one for podcast number 28.
Odd number.
Odd number. Yeah, it was weird. It was an odd podcast, wasn't it? Like we were just a little bit of weird. Like
I felt
a little,
it.
Yeah.
Beginning seemed kind of awkward for me, and then we just got into it with the banter topics.
People who are literally waiting for you at the front door to open. Maga or Malaka?
Malaka, man. Play it a little cool. Park down the street a little bit.
P.S. That's the same guy that was sitting at the bar by himself. All right, guys. Well, that's podcast number 28. Maga versus Malaka. That was the bar edition. Thank you so much.
What a great episode.
I enjoyed that.
Thank you so much, everyone. I want to bring big news to the locker room right now. Our boy, Alex, Azteca de Oro. Alex Torres-Rin, okay, right now, he's going to be fighting on ESPN on the Top Rank card Saturday, April 25th. If you got ESPN, if you got the channels, you're going to watch him. He's going to be on the undercard. This is a really big break for him. Really big break. So guys, please get on our Facebook page and everything. Find him, support him, follow him. He needs all our help. Alex, good luck. We're going to have you on the show to tell us all about it for sure.
And next week we have Dr. Ryan Todd and we have George Cambosos Jr., fighter out of Australia. He's fighting May 5th in the States, and we're going to interview him. It's going to be awesome.
I can't wait for that. And thank you, obviously, to Alchemy Studio, Macromind Media. Follow us on our channels at Mitch and Dimitri. And Jeff's got the water ready to go. So, Mitch, we better get going and hit the shower.
Sounds good. See you guys.
Yeah, we got a lot of fighters this week. Our boys are fighting. We got to cheer them on.